Hello and welcome to TNV Academy. Today we will explore the critical topic of auditing ISO 23412, focusing on both internal and external perspectives. As you may know, ISO 23412-2020 outlines requirements for refrigerated delivery services using land transportation. Auditing these processes is not only essential for compliance but also for ensuring quality assurance, risk reduction, and customer satisfaction. In the next few minutes, we will cover audit planning, scope, execution, reporting, and follow-up procedures. Whether you are an internal auditor preparing for routine assessment or a third-party auditor evaluating an organization's readiness, this guide will give you complete clarity on how to audit ISO 23412 effectively. Understanding ISO 23412. Quick refresher. Before we dive into audit specifics, let's briefly recap what ISO 23412 is. The standard applies to organizations providing temperature-controlled parcel delivery services. It covers packaging systems for maintaining temperature, transport conditions, handover processes, monitoring and documentation, deviation management. It is especially relevant for sectors like pharmaceuticals, biotechnology, food delivery, and clinical samples. Auditing helps to ensure that service providers consistently meet these quality and safety benchmarks. Audit objectives and benefits. The primary objective of auditing ISO 23412 is to ensure that the delivery service complies with the standard requirements. But more importantly, audit helps to identify process gaps, preventing non-conformities, enhance customer trust, improve operational efficiency, enable continuous improvement. Whether it is an internal audit for self-checking or an external audit for certification, both are valuable for ensuring the system performs optimally. Types of audits under ISO 23412. There are two major types of audits relevant to ISO 23412. Internal audits. Internal audits are conducted by in-house teams or independent internal auditors. They help in assessing system performance, preparing for certification audits, and ensuring compliance with internal SOPs and ISO 23412. External audits. External audits are conducted by certification bodies, clients, or regulatory authorities. These are more formal and assess conformance to ISO 23412, contracts, and regulatory expectations. The result can affect business credibility, contracts, and legal standing. Audit preparation. Getting ready before an audit begins. Several key steps must take place. Define audit objectives and scope. What areas will be audited? Review documentation. This includes SOPs, training records, temperature logs, deviation reports, etc. Assign roles and responsibilities. Identify auditors and auditees. Develop audit checklists. Tailor them to the requirements of ISO 23412. Notify departments in advance. Avoid surprises and create audit readiness. Proper preparation ensures the audit flows smoothly and all required information is readily available. Key clauses to audit in ISO 23412. While auditing ISO 23412, auditors should pay special attention to the following core areas: use of qualified thermal packaging, temperature monitoring systems, handling of temperature excursions, staff training and awareness, vehicle conditions, process for delivery and handover, documentation and traceability. Each of these areas include requirements for validation, training, implementation, and evidence, which must be reviewed during the audit. Conducting internal audits, step by step. Let's now explore how internal audits are carried out under ISO 23412. Develop an internal audit program. Organizations should develop an annual audit schedule covering different functions at varying frequencies based on risk and criticality. Assign competent internal auditors. Auditors must be independent, trained in auditing skills, and have a basic understanding of cold chain logistics. They should not audit their own work. Execute the audit. Using an internal audit checklist, the auditor should interview delivery personnel, observe packaging and loading, inspect delivery vehicles, review training records, verify temperature data, Check deviation management logs. Record and classify findings. Findings should be classified as conformities, minor non-conformities, major non-conformities, observations, or suggestions. These should be supported by evidence like photographs, data printouts, or screenshots. Submit the internal audit report. The audit report should be clear, factual, and actionable. It should outline all findings and suggest corrective actions with defined deadlines. Conducting external audits. Key elements. External audits follow a more structured format and often include two main stages. Stage 1 audit. Document review. The auditor will check your readiness through documents like process flowcharts, SOPs related to ISO 23412, training and competency records, container qualification protocols. Stage 2 audit. On-site verification. This includes site visits to warehouses and delivery docks, verification of packaging and temperature control, checking real-time delivery data, reviewing incident and complaint records, interviewing staff. Common external audit findings. Some common non-conformities include lack of evidence for container validation, incomplete temperature records, poor staff training documentation, no trend analysis for deviations, inadequate contingency planning. Being aware of these issues helps organizations prepare more effectively. Tools for audit success. Both internal and external auditors can use a variety of tools to enhance their effectiveness. Audit checklists based on ISO 23412 clauses. Interview questionnaires for drivers, loaders, and managers. Temperature trend charts for pattern recognition. Audit report templates. Corrective and preventive action, that is CAPA forms. Digital audit software for streamlined record keeping. Using a structured tool adds consistency and credibility to the audit process. Reporting and communication. A good audit report should include audit date, scope, and objectives, team members involved, summary of key findings, detailed non-conformity descriptions, evidence references, documented names, images, logbooks, suggested corrective actions, follow-up plan with timeliness. This report should be communicated to top management and be a part of management review meetings. Post-audit activities. What next? Once the audit is complete, all non-conformities must be addressed via CAPA. Management must ensure timely implementation. A follow-up audit may be scheduled to verify effectiveness. Lessons learned should be captured and used to improve training or processes. The cycle ensures that audits contribute to continuous improvement. Integrating ISO 23412 audit into QMS. If your organization already follows ISO 9001, ISO 22000 or GDP, it is wise to integrate ISO 23412 auditing into your overall quality system. This helps in avoiding duplication of audits, streamlining training, leveraging existing records, creating unified reports, reducing audit fatigue. A unified approach also impresses external auditors and clients. Training auditors for ISO 23412. To perform audits effectively, auditors must be trained in ISO 23412 requirements. Internal auditing techniques, ISO 19011. Cold chain logistics essentials, root cause analysis, interviewing and documentation skills. Regular refresher training and mock audits help build confidence and competence. Value addition through audit. Beyond compliance, a good audit can reveal waste in packaging or routing, gaps in staff knowledge, inefficiencies in handover, opportunities for automation, new ideas for risk mitigation. So auditing should be seen as a value-adding activity, not just a formality. Audits as a tool for excellence. In conclusion, we can say that auditing ISO 23412 from both internal and external angles offers immense benefits. It ensures compliance, improves reliability, enhances customer confidence, and fuels continuous improvement. Thank you for staying with us through this comprehensive session. If you found this valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to TNV Academy for more deep dive content on ISO standards and quality systems. Leave a comment with your feedback or questions. We will love to hear from you. And I will see you in the next episode of TNV Academy.